At the end of beginner's class 2, we learned that our self-nature is selfless. We exist interdependently, we are ever-changing, and we share the self-nature of no-self, each equally no-self. But here's a question. There's an I that grows up from a 3-year-old, goes to school, earns degree, builds a career, and forms judgments. What a strong opinionated I. How can this opinionated I be no-self? Strange, isn't it? There's a conflict or inconsistency between our lived experience as this opinioned I and the teachings of enlightened people about the no-self nature. We don't know why those enlightened people teach us that we are no-self. We become confused, even agitated by this teaching. For example, how is it possible that this opinioned I is no-self? We want to know what on earth is no-self. So we ask ourselves, what is no-self? And often feel we don't know, or it doesn't make sense at all. Yet we persist in our quest to find out what no-self truly is. We keep asking ourselves, what is no-self? Remaining with that feeling of not knowing, confusion, and agitation. We continue this inquiry. What is no-self? From the first to the last second of each sitting session. This is how we meditate on the conflict or inconsistency between our lived experience of I and the Zen Master's teaching of no-self. The feeling of not knowing, confusion, or agitation that arises from this conflict is called doubt, or yi in Chinese. Therefore, this method is called doubting meditation. We will explain the brief history and origins of this traditional method later. When we practice doubting meditation, we silently ask ourselves, what is no-self? We may feel don't know, confused, or even agitated by this question. We keep asking, what is no-self? Again and again, while maintaining this feeling of not knowing from the first to the last second of the sitting session. Remember, we are human beings, we think. Sometimes our mind drifts away from the meditation and starts thinking about other things. When that happens, we acknowledge our mind movements, that we are thinking, and bring our attention back and ask, is this thinking I also no-self? What is no-self? When we feel bored, we acknowledge that there's a bored I and ask, is this I who feels bored also no-self? What is no-self? When we become skeptical about this meditation method, we acknowledge this skeptical I and ask, is this skeptical I here now no-self? What is no-self? What is no-self? What is no-self? This means that when we practice doubting meditation, we recognize the different forms of I, the thinking I, the bored I, the skeptical I. We look deeply into those forms to uncover our true nature, asking ourselves again and again, is this thinking I no-self? What is no-self? What is no-self? Your voice can help you focus during doubting meditation. Raise your voice and ask a question more clearly and strongly in your mind. Listen carefully to your own questioning and pay full attention to both the question and the don't know feelings throughout the entire process. Thank you for learning doubting meditation. The method is simple. Just practice it and experience it for yourself.